All right, You Still Believe Me, Beach Boys, Brian Wilson, genius at it yet again. The song is written in the key of B, so we're going to slap the capo on the 4th fret. It's a pretty popular capo choice for songs written in the key of B because you can make your G chord shape, at least, and that's going to be your B major chord. Right? I tabbed out the intro a little bit weirdly, but nevertheless, it is the intro. So I'll put the notes up here really quick, the actual notes, if you want to copy it to the piano. And then the tab I created, the numbers you'll see are going to be the actual fret numbers because they just get up here into like the 12th fret, and when you try and make it like relative to the capo, it might get confusing. So to me, in my mind, if I'm just looking at 12, I could just think of 12, right? The zeros would just be open. So you start out with open G, and then on the B string for this quick walk is going to be 12, 12, 11, 9, 7, and then back to open G. So once again, we have. And then the second stanza, I guess, would be 9, 7, 5, open B this time, and then open D to end it. So all together again, we have. And then the end is going to be 5 open on the B, and then 6 on the G, and then open G. At that point, it might get confusing because you might think this is actually like the 2nd fret relative to the capo, but I'm just going to stick with the system I have going. One more time through, we have the whole tab all together right here, right now. And it goes quickly into the G chord. I'm not going to spend too much time on the chords before. I'm just going to like dive right into it. So we're going to go right into this G. I know perfectly well I'm not where I should be. So we have a G, we have an A minor 7, and we have a D7. I'm not really playing a D7 with the first string covered up. It's more of a D7 sus2, I believe the correct chord would be. But the main focus is how I'm playing it. So we have the G, just fine, and then we have my middle finger. Watch my middle finger. I kind of just pull off of it and just kind of like roll off onto the next string because the A minor 7 and the D7 is pretty similar. Just the middle finger is just going to go down a fret the way I'm playing it, okay? So we have the G. Something like that, all right? And then when he switches to every time we break up, you can hear the chords obviously change. That's going to be the 3rd line. And that's when you go to a C, and we'll have a G7, and we'll also have an E7. All right, so the 3rd line, every time we break up, you bring back your love to me. And after all I've done to you, how can it be you? And then we'll get to that in a minute. So we do sneak in an A minor fully, and then we just lift off the ring finger to get that A minor 7 at the very end of the verse. So again, every time we break up, you bring back your love to me. You hang on it for a little bit, and after all, I've A minor 7. And this here comes a little walk, and here comes the tab. Says we're going to have an E minor 7, or an A over E minor 7, a B minor, a D over C, an A over G, and then an A minor 7 flat 5. What does that mean? It means we're going to do something like this. This is what the chord looks like. That's going to be the first chord. and you're gonna have regular B minor. Your D over C, they're gonna play it like this, and then your A over G is gonna be something like this. Just keeping it simple, because the last chord, the A minor 7 flat 5, might be a little tough. I'm gonna move my pinky, and we're gonna work it from the ground up. We're gonna have 3, 1, open, 1, open, and then just muted, so don't strum it. So something like that, alright? I know it always sounds funky, but that's it. That's all the chords. And then it goes into another verse, and then it goes into a little walk down again, and then the I Want to Cry, and everything else after that is just going to be your G, A minor 7 to D7. Is this going to be the finger roll is what I'm calling it, right? So if we can go over that walk down a little bit closely, a little bit slower, You Still Believe in Me. So we have, how can, after all I've done to you, how can it be you still believe in me? Kind of messed up there, so we'll rewind it and do it again here. Maybe a little bit slower too. So, how can it be you still believe in me? It never sounds right, that last chord. It's just so funky. And, you know, we're on the guitar, so it's just going to be not great. But I think that's it. We're already at 7 minutes. Going a little bit long here, but I feel like we touched on everything that we could, made it the best sounding that we could. So take everything and just put it all together, you know, play along with the song as best you can, and I think it's gonna sound pretty good.